Hello, I would like to read a couple of extracts from my first book, Runes and Rainbows. I have written this book to share my way of working with the runes, the chakras and the universal energies in an integrated way, to give a reading or for personal insight. The first extract I would like to read is from Chapter 1. Let's begin with the runes, what they mean to me, and how they fit into Runes and Rainbows work. I see the runes as far more than an ancient alphabet or simple divinatory method. They are a living language or representation of the patterns of unfolding creative forces within us in relationship with universal forces. The Runes and Rainbows way of working opens doorways through which we can walk to gain greater union with our own souls, offering us the opportunity to live in greater harmony with the infinite. It is said that the root word of rune connects to secret in English and whisper in German. Whispers carried by a sacred wind, revealing and conveying the secret of knowledge to where it is needed. The poet in me loves this different definition, but let us explore the runes a little bit more. Runes have been found in Greenland, Sweden, England, Iceland, Germany, Orkney, the Isle of Man, Shetland, and many other places. Of course, most historians simply regard the runes as the letters of an alphabet which was in use before the general acceptance of Roman letters. However, there is real evidence runic letters continued to appear in important documents otherwise composed of Roman letters. Commemorative inscriptions were written in runic writing and etched onto metal, stone and other materials. For around 300 years after everyday documents were written using Roman letters. Likewise, runic writing was often used to record matters of ownership and inheritance in many places. These matters naturally carry a greater importance than everyday matters in the minds of people. I would like to read another extract, this time from Chapter 5 about major soul projects. The little paragraph I want to read is called How Major Soul Projects Operate. When I talk about major soul project pathways, I should explain I am referring to an energetic thread or pathway. This connects the energy of the soul to the major or central growth project or opportunity and ensures the necessary power of attraction is in place. I believe this and many other patterns are set in place before, sometimes long before, we incarnate upon the earth. These patterns form an important part of the spiritual agreement made between the soul and the divine, the Great Spirit or the Almighty, whichever words you would like to use, for the source of all that is. This agreement serves to bring to us the project which is most essential to our learning or commitment to be of service. This will run akin to a golden thread through our earthly experience until this major project is worked through. Although this thread is connected in the time prior to our birth, I believe the power which it carries will not exert its power of influence until the time is right. So, for me, this thread also operates as a kind of time capsule ensuring you will only attract the experience at the right time. Of course, this power is interactive with an infinite number of personal, soul, societal, and universal patterns which coexist in a dance of major complexity. I would now like to read an extract from the introduction. Even if you are a complete beginner, this book will teach you how to give an exceptionally detailed and accurate rune reading. This skill forms the foundation stone of Runes and Rainbows work. These readings are special because the interpretation of the runes is correlated to each individual you read for. You will then learn how to source information from the chakras and universal energies, and to integrate this into your interpretation of the runes in a structured way. Each step will tell you something more, imbuing the reading with an extra layer of personal relevance, and further refining your interpretation of the runes. I will guide you through the 4 easy steps of Runes and Rainbows as you develop your skills at a pace which is exactly right for you. Working with Runes and Rainbows is an exciting voyage of discovery, and I am delighted to be sharing the journey with you. Please be reassured, whether you recognize it or not, you are all already able to sense intuitively. The practice readings you complete will rapidly increase both your intuitive sensing and the trust that you place in it. However, if you only want to learn to read the runes, this book will help you to do exactly that. If this interests you, perhaps you would like to buy Runes and Rainbows. If you would like more information, or you would like a reading, please feel free to contact me at ktstopcook@btinternet.com.